Good morning, friends. Host Eric here, host Talking with Famous People. Early to bed, early to rise. Makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. So goes the saying. I woke this morning laughing about something from a Simpsons episode a long time ago. There's an episode where Lisa laments that advertisers pay more attention to Homer than to her. And she says they listen to him no matter how dumb his ideas are. Hi, Can Christian something for you. And the example product that they had was nuts and gum. This morning, for some reason, I woke up laughing about the concept of nuts and gum being included in a product. Like a can of mixed nuts and pieces of gum together. It's like the worst product idea in history. And I woke up laughing about that. But I also woke up thinking about hijacking the frame. I was accused of, or ENTPs were accused the other day of hijacking the frame. I think it was Theo Servinos who said that. The thing is, of course, that is a textbook ENTP move, hijacking the frame. But, it only really works if you've got the truth on your side. That's the thing. It's like the quintessential example of attempting to hijack the frame anyway is Becky. When I called her out on her bullshit, she tried to make me calling her out the moral issue. That's a textbook ENTP move. The problem is not me and what you're saying about me. The problem is you and what you're saying about me. That's the classic ENTP turn. But it only really works if you're going up against somebody weak or if you have the truth on your side. Like when you're in the wrong, well, yeah, it's a smart hijacking move. I mean, but the thing is, it would have been a smart hijacking move if she was on a level playing field. Hey, it's Freddie Chandra. A long time since I've seen you. People were asking about you the other day. Where's Freddie Chandra? Anyhow, smart move potentially by Becky, except she didn't have sufficient control of the actual frame. The actual frame being the medium by which people communicate, namely this YouTube channel. So at a certain point, I just nixed it. I was like, okay, I've played this game enough. That's it. You're done. And the other thing is, it's really hard to take a position of moral high ground when you're a cheater. It's just hard to take that position. It's like, hold on a second. Who are you critiquing me about my morals? It's kind of unavoidable, You have to carry with you the burden of what you've done, regardless of what it is, and either defend it or concede things or whatever. Nothing happened. I just woke up on multiple sides of the bed, I guess. I woke up thinking about hijacking the frame because Theo Servinos said EHPs do that. And it made me think of the classic example of Becky trying to hijack the frame. pull this bong rip. But it also makes me think of a general good rule, good morning, Countess, for relationships, which is if your relationship partner is forcing you to give up stuff that's important to you, then you've got yourself a bad situation, right? It's like Spacey and I were making music together, doing lots of things together. And now I don't talk to him anymore. It's not because I have a problem with him. It's not because he has a problem with me. It's because his woman has insisted there be a wedge. Same thing with Shane, Becky's boyfriend. I don't have a problem with Shane. Shane has no inherent problem with me, but he's... Oh, that was your phrase, wrong soul. I attributed it to Theo. I'm sorry. My mistake. That was the wrong soloist phrase. I did credit right off the bat, though. I didn't say it was my phrase. You know, I did miscredit, but I did credit. Hi, Sarah Pereira. Is that really your name? Did your name really rhyme like that? You're tired as fuck. Nothing happened to Becky. Nothing happened to Becky or... Well, did I? I don't remember saying that, but I might have. Anytime I hear a good word that I haven't used in a while, I find I use it a couple times shortly thereafter. Wow, Amber Thrasher arriving with thunder. Good morning, Amber. Good morning to you indeed. Did your parents name you Sarah knowing their last name was Pereira, or did you marry a Pereira? It kind of reminds me of Julia Gulia in that movie. What movie was that? Julia Gulia. It had that chick Drew Barrymore in it. Was it The Wedding Singer? You don't want to be a Julia Gulia. Sarah Pereira is not nearly so bad, though. But I do want to know, did you marry a Pereira? Or did your parents name you Sarah? You're married. Oh, it was never been kissed? So you married a Pereira knowing your name was Sarah? That's so great. What a lucky man. He's like, oh shit, I really like you, but my last name rhymes with your first name. And you're like, it's okay, honey. I'm going to marry you anyway. I will be Julia Gulia. This bong rip goes out to Amber Drasher. Transubstantiating some Gorilla Glue number 11 for you this morning, Amber. I transubstantiate date? Thanks. We have 3 kids and nobody has a name that ends with an A. You don't have Gara, Mara, and Plara as your kids. Guerra, Mara, and Clara Pereira. That's what you should have named your kids. Guerra, Mara, and Clara. Is your husband's name Barry? Or Barra? Oh. I don't know. I woke up in a laughing mood this morning. I seriously was lying in bed shortly after I woke up, just laughing and laughing and laughing about nuts and gum. That's such a terrible product. Can you think of a more terrible product than that? Mixed nut and gum in a tin. You're not invisible. 1, 2, 3. You're not invisible. God. I see you. Now do the rap. I'm not your fucking trained monkey, 1, 2, 3. Will you relax? I'm talking about nuts and gum. I'm not talking about balls either. I'm talking about nuts, like mixed nuts. Why do the Brazil nuts always ride on the top? There's a reason for that, you know. I haven't said hi to Lisa TJ. It doesn't mean she's invisible. Hi, Lisa TJ. It makes noises. Sorry, Lisa TJ. I'll try not to do that. It's hard not to do that. Peanut butter breaks up gum? That reminds me of this episode where Bart gets gum in his hair. And Marge says, "Are you sure it's gum? Maybe it's shampoo. That washes right out." Stop shaking my knees, right? It's morning, Winston's mom. It's not nighttime. Okay? I just woke up. What are we hijacking? We're hijacking. We're hijacking the notion of nuts and gum. We're going to produce that product. We're going to sell it. We're going to take it from The Simpsons. And we're going to make it into an actual product. It'll be a tin. It'll have pieces of chewing gum and mixed nuts all in together. Yeah, it's morning already. It's 5 in the morning here in Los Angeles. I woke up early because I went to bed so early last night. Went to bed about 8 o'clock. So it makes sense that I would only sleep till 4:45 or so. I wanted the big butter cake today, but I didn't want to go to the store to get butter or cake. Buy 1, 2, free. I believe it's with 2 F's or 1 F. I'm not sure. I believe Winston's mom has forsaken the PH. You know what the great thing about Secret is? It's strong enough for a man, but it's pH balanced for a woman. That's the great thing about Secret. You did not have butter? Did you have fresh milk from a cow in a churn? You could have made it yourself. That's all you need. Fresh milk from a cow. No, it's because this, I don't know, this floor is like not very, it's like not that sturdy, I guess. I don't know. But it's like when I used to bounce my leg in the garage at Kimberly's house, it never moved anything because it's a cement floor. This is not a cement floor. All you need is one milk-laden cow plus a churn, and you got yourself some butter. You know what kind of story you don't really hear very often anymore? Is somebody saying, so I was churning some butter the other day when all of a sudden you just almost never hear that. Sretti Chandran was in the house. I don't know if Sretti's still here or not. She's fine, but apparently she's been getting some bad grades. Apparently talking with famous people has given her bad grades. And she's been grounded from talking with famous people so she gets better grades. It was just too much fun for her. It was too much fun. She couldn't stop chatting with us, and so she had to stop because she was addicted and it was giving her bad grades. No, I'm not lying. She said something about getting bad grades. I don't know. Let's see what she said. She said, first of all, she said, I came here for Can Krishna Sarmapagu. Well, thanks, Freddie. That's not very nice. I can't even find it. You have more cows than people in your state, huh? Yes. Absolutely, Theo. Absolutely, Whisper Shout is an appropriate funeral song. I think it's fair to say it's the most appropriate funeral song. I mean, it's either that or So You're Dead Now What? Which is another great funeral song. So you're dead. Yeah, you're dead. Now what? I love that young people are interested in typology as opposed to playing games and dating. I bet you they're still into those things. I bet you. I think, Top Billin' would be a good funeral song as well by Audio 2. Also a good wedding song. Top Billin' would be a great funeral song, actually. MCMI people call me Milk. Check it out.
People call me milk. When I'm busting up a party, I feel no guilt. Gizmos cut me up for suckers, that's down with me. For one of us, that's how I feel. To be down, you must appeal to the two. We're rated R, we're gifted, and we're going far. Down the road.
That's a terrible version of it. Check it out.
MCMI, people call me milk. When I'm busting up a party, I feel no guilt. Gizmos cutting up for me. Suckers, that's down with me. For one of us, that's how I feel. To be down, you must appeal to the two. We're rated R, we're gifted, and we're going far. Down the road
To the bank. While I'm here, I'd like to thank Mom and Dad, they knew the time. Gizmo stacking, Milky's rhyming, Milk is chilling, Giz is chilling. What more can I say? Top billing, that's what we get. Got it good since you understood. Would you stop scheming and looking hard? I got a great big bodyguard.
So step up if you wanna get hurt. Milky's on a something skirt.
I get money, money I got. Stunts call me honey if they feel real hot. That's how it is. You can ask Giz. I stole your girl while you were in prison, jail for MC assault. You was jealous, it's all your fault. Milk is chilling, Giz is chilling. What more can I say? Top billing, that's what we get. Got it good, and since you understood, would you clap your hands? Your hands you clap. If your girl's out of place, it's your girl I slap.
And if you're dumb, you ask.
If your girl's out of place, it's your girl I slap. Hi, Jake Hurwitz. Yeah, if you're not familiar with Top Billin' by Audio 2, please do check it out. Okay, you got me, Cloud. You got me. I was wrong. Boo for Eric. Boo, wrong, Eric. Boo. Let's all roundly boo Eric for his wrongness. That seems fully appropriate. Yeah, I think ESFP ISTJ is the best relationship for ESTPs and ISTJs alike. I think it's better than INTJ, which is the dual. You crazy, Theo. Are you crazy? You don't know ESTJs very well. I had an argument with my dad last night because, and this is one of the fucking weirdest arguments I've ever had. So the TV doesn't have a remote that I gave to my mom, and or at least I can't find it at the moment. And my dad was talking about how to solve this problem. Should we give him this remote? Blah, 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 blah. And I said, look, Dad, regardless, you should know you're going to need a coaxial cable. I looked at it, and you're going to need a coaxial cable. And he said, like, they told me that they've got TV all ready to go there, that they've got cable already coming, all ready to go. And I said, I'm sure they do, Dad, but the point is, unlike our cable, which has a cable that comes out of the wall, which you put into the back of the TV, their cable, it just has a female coaxial jack in the wall, and there's a female coaxial jack in the back of the TV, so you need a male-male coaxial cable. And he insisted, but that they said that the TV is ready to go. Just we need a remote. I said, you don't even need a remote. You can turn the TV on the side. The problem is they don't have a coaxial cable, for one thing. There's no coaxial cable there. So we're going to need a coaxial cable regardless. And he just did not want to have that discussion very quickly. He said, now, Eric, you're getting all upset. I'm like, Dad, I'm just trying to fucking explain that you need a coaxial cable. That's anti-polar. Would an ESTJ take me for a ride if they got nitpicky? No. Not even my former assistant coach and greatest debate coach in the country, frankly, overall, Scott Wheeler, who's an ESTJ debate coach. And it's excellent. I mean, he's got multiple. He had national champions, I think, 2 years running with Jerry Wang and the other guy's name I don't remember. It's some Indian name. And this was after he coached under me, you know. The thing is, I competed against his kids at nationals and middle school nationals. He had his middle schoolers in policy and my middle schoolers were in policy, and we hit each other in quarterfinals at nationals, and my policy team beat his policy team. So, and this is not the first time that I whipped his ass. It's not the case that even the best debate coach in the country, who happens to be an ESTJ, like objectively, right, at the high school level, there's two ways to determine who's the best. How you do it nationals and how you do it TOC. And at least according to the nationals metric, his program is the best in the country, probably, the debate. It's Peninsula. It's a big program, you know. He's my former assistant coach. And we had national champions together when he was coaching with me. But I still whip his ass. When you say I'm not detail-oriented, man, are you being reductive? It's like, just because I'm fucking around here in the live stream doesn't mean I'm not an absolute, unquestioned beast at what I do. Man. You know, it's like, I'm not coming in here with bullshit. I actually got real credentials, so to speak. You know, it's like, I don't know what to tell you. People want to challenge me on shit, and then I tell them the truth, and it's consistently convincing. Well, anyway, it happened again at the last league tournament that he and I were both at. I don't know, he wasn't at that league tournament. Never mind. The last tournament he and I were both at, my kid got screwed. I love to arrange spices in alphabetical order. Cloves go before dill. Yeah, that makes sense, Rachel. ISTJs have that third slot FI. They really enjoy loving somebody. They, you know, it's like FE is you praise me, I don't praise you. That's FE third slot. FI third slot is I love you, you don't love me. Which is really strange, right? Yeah, you do. You don't expect other people to love you. You expect to love other people. Um, it's a weird one. I see it in my friend Cameron. He's so good to me. You know, he's so nice. Like, and he doesn't ever expect anything in return. I think he feels as though I've already given him a lot. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's true that it's a mutually beneficial relationship in lots of ways. Um, but he's a good guy. Yeah, I like third slot FI. Well, I mean, Cameron's a friend, right? Even though I appreciate him so much, I don't want to have sex with him. Besides that, it's ultimately you end up with a person. There are qualities of INFJs that might run afoul of me long term that don't really manifest in Rachel in particular. Um, INFJs have a tendency to be extremely careful and not be willing to be vulnerable with a person very much. Whereas Rachel is more developed in that area. She's capable of being vulnerable with me. And I suspect it's just due to everyone's particularist frame. You know, it's like Rachel and I are perfect for each other because of who we specifically are. Our types are a relevant consideration. We're who we specifically are in part because we are examples of our respective types. But the reason we fit so well is additionally because we're of the ways in which we each deviate from our type standards. Like, she's not as careful as most INFJs. She's more willing to be vulnerable and honest and open. And I think kind of circumstances in life have forced that on her. But it serves her well in this relationship for sure. And I think that a lot of ENTPs maybe are a little less enamored with their FI than I am. She really makes my FI sing, you know? And that's really important to me. What's a good way to introduce someone to debate as a hobby? See, that's a tough one. That's a tough one because unfortunately, there's not really any kind of hobby level debate kind of thing going on for adults. There really should be hobby level debate for adults, like flow debate. The thing is, you got to have a good format, or else the debates people have end up just being jokes, just ridiculous jokes. You got to have a good format. You've got to have a time for case presentation. You got to have time for cross, time for rebuttal, time for cross. You need it needs to be structured well, or else it's not going to meaningfully attain clash. Any good debate experience is one that attains real clash. That means the two parties are actually being responsive to the actual points the other party made consistently down the argument chains. And all the argument chains are actually being argued out on point. That is a distinct phenomenon from anything else that deviates from that. And to the extent that something does deviate from that, it's a worse debate. Real debates, good debates, both parties are exactly and directly responsive to what the other people are saying. Now it is time for me to smoke a cigarette. Well, the current topic for Lincoln Douglas debate is states ought to eliminate their nuclear arsenals. The topic before that was the United States ought to eliminate fossil fuel subsidies. And the topic before that was, I don't remember exactly, but there's a lot of yeah. Yes, please do chat amongst yourselves briefly while I go smoke the cigarette. It will help add nicotine to my body, which I need for general yeah. When I get back over there, I want to talk a little bit more about that debate round that my kid won in Utah and what it says about ESTJs and ENTPs. It rained last night over here in Los Angeles. Snow level was down to 4,000 feet. That's pretty low, not super low. Oh, Rachel, 11 minutes. I saw 11 minutes on that sign. I shit you not. On Sunday morning, I think. 11 minutes. Did I tell you that already? I think I told you. That's the fastest I've ever seen that sign. Okay, so this is how that quarterfinal round went. I knew he was going to do the textbook fucking policy thing. In policy debate, it's usually a battle between impact calculi. A lot of debates boil down to one team has all these link stories to terminal impacts, which means, like the AF will say, if we don't do the AF, nuclear war. And then the neg will say, if we do the AF, nuclear war. And whoever builds more and better link stories to nuclear war will tend to win the round. That's one way that rounds play out. Now, I anticipated correctly in that round that Wheeler was going to come with a bunch of terminal impacts. You know, it's the textbook ESTJ, straight down the middle kind of debate format. If I can build the most impacts, then I'm going to win this round. So I had my team run Apocalyptic Talk, which is a critique on running too many terminal impacts. I had them go in with that prepped, anticipating they were just going to run too many terminal impacts. And sure enough, they had like 5 different link stories to Armageddon. And my Apocalyptic Talk critique argued that that kind of discourse was bad for a lot of different reasons. It's a discourse K. And we won the round with it. So it's like, that's Rachel and I started farting in front of each other right away. It probably were like ass. What are those things called that women have? Chicken thighs or something? Probably like chicken thighs for your butt. Do you remember those things? We talked about it. I'm not a huge butt guy. More of a boob man myself. I gotta tell you, Rachel's got a small frame. She's pretty chesty for a small framed girl. It's nice. Nice. Well, Rachel and I, we started going into the thanks, Rachel. That's good to hear. Rachel and I have like gone into the bathroom together from the get-go pretty much. It's like, you might want to step out because this is going to be a particularly smelly poo. But, early on, she was scooching her cute little bottom up onto the sink to pee in the sink, which is great. It was like, okay, we're on the same page here. Now, I don't want to fart in front of you guys. That's an important thing, because that would really embarrass me. Yeah, shitting in the same room, if it smells bad, it's a bit much. I agree. She was like, "Hey, Rachel, just wait a bit. I gotta poop." But, that's called intimacy. Intimacy, okay? I'm being intimate with you when I fart on the mic. If I get right up on the mic, you can just... Yeah. Also, I believe this is reciprocal. There's something odd about Rachel and my genetics, such that it makes her not smell bad to me. She just doesn't smell bad. She smells really good. It's like even her BO doesn't bother me. Neither of us have the greatest SI maintenance programs in the world, but me, yes, I did. That's because I want to be intimate with you. That's my way of being intimate with all of the viewers. Okay. I'm able to share a little bit of the intimacy that I share with Rachel with the viewers. And that's how I do it. Okay. There's not much of the intimacy I share with Rachel that I can share with viewers, but I can share that intimacy with you. And I know it dampens all of your moist towelettes a little bit, doesn't it? It does. As the viewers go plummeting down. Why am I listening to this man fart? Good. Okay, so now that we've discussed that important issue, I'm going to pull another bong rip. It's 5:31 in the a.m. right now, which is pretty early. Definitely not that late. I'm going to pull a bong rip, and yeah, I got a lot of rise and rise for Rachel. That's very ISFJ of you, Lisa TJ. That's so SI. Yeah, I do use the torch on my farts. It's a stinky one. I'm a smeller too, Theo. You and I definitely have that in common. It's one of the things I said to Rachel before I actually met her in person was, I'm looking forward to smelling you. And in fact, I was actually thinking to myself, I'm fingers crossed about smelling you. Smell's important. If you don't smell good to me, then we're not meant to be. Fortunately, she smelled good to me right off the bat. She's got a great, she doesn't stink at all, you know? That gets you not an SI user, Rachel. That's right. NI-DOMs have those eyes, right? It's because the extra roundness was taken from their nostrils. That's why. The extra roundness to an NI-DOM's eyes was taken from their nostrils. And that's why they don't smell as well as SI users. True story. Absolutely true story. Science. Exactly. Thank you, Rachel. Science, indeed. A good life hack for those who aren't happy with their smells: leave the window open in the room a lot. Clean air heals everything. And sunshine, too, Theo. A little sunshine will sterilize things up pretty good. I got to say, I like it when my room smells very gamey. Like when I've been camped out in here all night, and I get up in the morning, I go outside and I come back in and I smell just the general gamey smell of air. I like that smell. I made an owl uncomfortable staring at her from the audience. An owl? Was the owl performing? I love to leave little presents on his bed too. Little things that will remind him of the night before. You're talking about your ex, though? When I leave little presents in the bed, that means they got cum all over the place. Rachel, I left little presents on the bed. Can you hand me that towel? That's why little children like their blankets, by the way. I read this in, I think, What to Expect When You're Getting a Toddler or something. Is that children like the smell of their blankets because it has a gamey smell. And after I read that, when Delilah would get into her blanket, it'd be like, "Oh, do you like the gamey smell?" Sliced pork, huh? Why would you leave your ex presents? Why is he your ex then? I don't understand. If he's your ex, find somebody else to leave presents for that's not your ex. A new boy, like Steve. Have you considered Steve? They've been descented. Ferrets are not as musky as foxes. Foxes are not as musky as muskrats. And muskrats are less musky than musk oxes. If we're going to make a musk continuum. Otters, minks, and polecats. Otters, minks, and polecats are related to ferrets. Mustela pastorius. Are they related to porcupines? Are ferrets and porcupines related? That's the question today. Ferrets and porcupines. They're tiny little dragons. Lisa and Steve. That sounds like a good couple. Steve and Lisa are coming over. How big a hole can ferrets squeeze in? Are you thinking about putting one up your butt? Yeah. I wonder if hedgehogs are related to porcupines. I wonder that too. How many porcupines does it take to make a hedgehog? Steve and Lisa are your brother and sister-in-law. That's funny. They sound like such a. It sounds like such a normal couple, right? Lisa and Steve are coming over tonight. Not Lisa and Steve. I thought you liked Lisa and Steve. I like Steve. Lisa, though, she's always tying up lavender and leaving it on my plate. She's just trying to be nice. She says that she's just trying to be nice, but I think she's trying to tell me I stink. Well, she does have a very cute sense of smell. All right, Lisa TJ. Good night. Sleep well. You are an SI Dom. You need to get plenty of sleep. It's true. You rest your little head, or else you're gonna get grumpy. You don't want to get slangry. As an ISFJ, Lisa's prone to hangriness, slangriness, thangriness, and other SI related emotions. Yes, Dolan, indeed. That was Amber Grasher. She arrived with thunder. She laid it down like thunder. I was dancing on the pole, and she tucked it in my underpants. PP last night was exquisite. Yeah, PP is rather exquisite. She's a very good kitty, you might say. A very special kitty, an important kitty friend, or you might even say an important kitty pageant winner. She's all of those things. Yeah, she is a sweet little lady. If someone knows where everything is located in their house and they own quite a lot of stuff, does it indicate good SI? Yes, it does, Dawson K. Yes, it does. I'm giving you a definitive answer on that one, and the answer is yes. What is the schedule for today, Eric? I have to work at 4:30. That's it. I'll probably go back to bed for a little while in a little bit. I got up so early. Probably take a morning nap. I made kind of a silly mistake last night talking to my dad. I was like, "Do you want to make an internet video with me tomorrow, Dad?" I shouldn't have said the word internet. You know, the thing is, Rachel, as Rachel and I both know, she is not actually very friendly or sweet to most people at all. She's friendly and sweet to me and Rachel. She really, she got just as close with Rachel as she was with me, which is quite saying something because this kitty is very much a one-man cat. Like, the cat loves me and the cat is scared of everybody else. Yeah. The thing is, when I, it's like when, um, when I've said to my dad in the past, and you want to make a video or something, he says, fine. And he knows it's going on YouTube. But I guess he just, that's anti-polar for you again. It's like damn, the word internet links to identity theft. When you touch your phone, it tingles. That's not your phone. That's your penis. I learned that if I feed her when she asks in the beginning, that she warms up a lot. That does make sense, yes. I was thinking about Rachel, and she has a bit of the same way as my son, the NP does. He's nice, sweet, but a stoic who really prefers not to do the normal sorts of things, be active in a room. Makes sense. Yeah, it does. I mean, I think that Rachel likes having her life well defined, as I do. How much do I charge for an hour of my time? Where can I see it? I usually charge $100 for like typology stuff or internet stuff. Um, but depends what you want to talk about. OMG, someone's been eating my birthday candy. What in the fuck? Not cool. Uh-oh. It's either brother or dad. One of the two. Just wag your finger at him a little bit, Rachel. Hey. That sugar was not intended for you, mister. Yeah, sure. Finish deluxe, no problem. let's that's not, it didn't make a proper link, but if you put that in the browser. All right, in this stream, let's go talk right now. Fender Deluxe. I'll lock that room when we get in there. And we'll see what you want to chat about. All right. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese.